Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Ink and Page, and I'm here today with a new Junk Journal January video, and this one is for day 9, which is hidden. Before I jump into the actual crafting here, I just make a quick note. If you are new and you would like to get the free printables, please look down in the description and sign up at the link down there. Make sure you sign up on the link for this video though, please, because then you will get the printables for Junk Journal January. If you sign up on another video, you'll get those printables. So, however, I do send out an email every day with the video link, and it does have the link to the printables in it. So, you only need to download them once. They come out every Monday, but you will get an email with that link in it, even if you accidentally sign up on a different video. Okay. All right, so I think we can get started here. Okay, so I'm going to go through just real quick. The things that I'm going to be using from the kit today are the butterflies. What I did was I printed them twice, and then I glued them together so that they would be like 3D. And I just printed the back with like a kind of a coordinating back paper on the back there, so that if it showed, and I'm going to glue them down like this, so then it'll like kind of pop off the page. I'm going to show you how I did it. I have some to do on the camera as well. I just did a couple ahead of time so that they would be done. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not, but I did pull these out just in case. I did use some dried flowers as well. That's what I'm bringing basically today. I think this plus some acetate is the only thing I'm adding today, I think. And then I printed 2 of these, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with them in a second. And here's the acetate with the dried flowers in it that I already did. Okay, so here's my idea. It took me a little while to figure this out, but I think I did. What I'm going to do is, I've already cut a hole in this page for this, and my plan is to put this in the middle, and I have these numbered, and then these are going to go on either side. And that's going to be like, ever since I saw that prompt hidden, I wanted to do like a hidden door situation. So that's why these doors are actually in the kit, because I wanted to make something like this, and then so it'll be transparent. If you have both doors open, it'll be transparent. But if you only have one open, it's just this like sky background. So that's what I'm going to do today. I did all this prep ahead of time because it took me a couple of hours, unfortunately, to get all of it done, because, I had to do everything at least twice because I didn't know what I was doing. So I've cut out a lot of doors tonight. All right, so to get started, I think the first thing that I'm going to do is glue these guys down. This goes this way. I have, and then I have already marked out where I want my doors to go on the page. And so I just have to kind of I'm going to actually line my acetate up on here, and I'm just going to stick it on onto the background, and then that way it won't move around, and I'll be able to. I want to make sure I like how it looks in both cases. The way that I did the flowers, it was that I got 2 of them, and I glued, like I started out by laying down one side of everything, and then I glued a duplicate on top of it on the other side of it, which is what took so long. Because those flowers, they're super fiddly, but once I had the idea, I could not give it up. So I just stuck with it until I got them right. I busted a couple of them in the process, but it ended up working out fine. The key was picking this flower is more sturdy than any of the other flowers, so it was this is the anchor point of the whole thing. There's two of these glued together, and then everything else is glued into the middle of these two flowers. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attach the acetate to the back of, I think I'm going to attach it to the back of number 1, which is my front side here. I just want to make sure. Okay, so I got that. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to use a little bit of tape to do this. I've pre-taped, I forgot. I like set myself up for success here. All right, so I'm going to take this tape off of here. Oops. There you go. And I'll get this guy off here. And this is 1. Oops. Okay, so we got that one on there. I'm just going to trim this right here on the side where it overlaps. I'm going to pick that up actually. There we go. That takes care of that. Okay. So now when I go back to this here, this one is going to attach on here like this. So I have to do some more double-sided taping, and then we'll attach this one to the other side of the page. I already cut a hole in this to kind of match that. I just measured it and then just cut out a rectangle out of the actual page that was in my journal. I thought about just gluing these two together and tipping it in, but I wasn't sure if that would be secure enough. So I decided I better just cut the hole in the middle of this page. Oh, okay, I'm going to go with the tape on top. And then, like, unlike a lot of my other spreads, like, this is, like, pretty much it. So it's just decorating after this. 'Cause this is my, like, basic framework of my idea. And I think it'll be fun to have like the hidden door on both sides. I'm not exactly sure. I have some thoughts about what I might do around the doors, but we'll see what happens. All right. I actually been looking forward to this prompt because I've been wanting to do like a door in a journal for a while, so this is my perfect opportunity. Okay. Here we go. I'm just going to line these guys up with the marks I already made. Push this up a little. There we go. My first door is installed. And then I put like this sky background. I also inked the edges with scorched timber because the doors didn't precisely line up. So I just inked with scorched timber on the areas where it didn't line up, so it would kind of just fade in to the into the brownness of the door. What is that called? The doorway? I don't know. That's what around that area. Okay. These on here, and then I thought I could decorate with some butterflies, and I have some additional flowers and some sari silk as well to put around it, because I wanted to make it look more like a hidden garden type of or a secret garden, I guess, which is one of my favorite themes for making junk journal kits. So alright, there we go with that. Alright, I'm going to line this guy up here. There's my... I want to see this go down, actually. Uh-oh. Not my finest moment. Okay. I'm just going to re-lift that up. Okay. There we go. Make sure I get those into the corners. This is the more nerve-wracking one to do because nothing really has to line up on the other side, but this side it does. And then I can just add some glue after if I need to tack it down anywhere else. Okay, so there's my doors. There we go. So then I think it looks cool. I'm super excited about this idea. I thought I could put something inside the doors too, but I'm not sure yet if what I want to do, because whatever it is, it's going to show, you know, show through on the other side. So, okay. So let's talk about what we're going to do around the edges. I have like a loose idea. I thought it would be, ooh, I'm not sure if it's going to be too bulky if I did this, but I kind of wanted to go around the edges with this to kind of like mimic, like, you know, trees and stuff. And I have some of these little tiny purple flowers too, as well as the butterflies. So hopefully that'll be enough to get me. I'm going to try this first. I did warm up my glue gun too, so that it would be quick to glue. So I figured I could do a base around here of this, and then I could come back in and add little bits and pieces. And maybe, oops, that's got a big thread on it. Like add in some other stuff too. All right, I'm gonna just quickly glue this up around here, so I'll just speed it up for a second. Okay, as you can see, I don't know if I'm going a little too crazy or overboard, but I don't think I have any hope of getting this journal to close anyway. I feel like it's going to be like 360 by the time I'm done. So I guess, you know, adding in the 3D elements isn't such a big deal. But what I wanted to do really quickly right now, though, is just make these two butterflies so you can see how easy it is to do. I just printed them twice, and then I'm just going to run, I folded one of them in half, and then I'm just going to run the glue right there. And then, boom. Now you have like a more 3D butterfly, which may or may not be ideal depending on if you ever want to shut your journal. But, you know, this seems, it just seems like perfect for this, you know, for this spread, is like just to have the butterflies popping up a little. Oops, I moved it. They'll, you know, they can flatten down a little bit once we close the journal. But I'm just going to add a little glue and stick that on there. Part of the like idea I was thinking of with like Hidden Garden is also to have like, you know, a lot of things going on the page, so like the door kind of fades into the background. I'm not sure if that's like super logical, but I think part of that's like how the doors, like, you know, when you have a door like in a garden wall, that's part of how it fades in, is like all the things that are, you know, growing over it and all that sort of thing. So that's what I was like imagining when I was thinking about doing this. I'm going to try to get a few more flowers off of here. What would have been smart is if I had, I wonder if I can do that, twined this around the, sorry, silk. I'm not sure if I'm able to do that without pulling it up, but it's gonna mess it up on the other side, I think. I'll just go back to cutting them. And then I'm gonna add butterflies on the other side too. And I have a couple of other different kinds of flowers, so I might add those in too. They're not as good as, like, I really like these little purple ones a lot. They're perfect for this like purpose. And then, you know, like the colors on the outside of the door are all like, you know, soft and pastel and like all in this kind of one color scheme. And then you open the door and it's like bright pink. So anyway, that was just a couple of my thoughts about like went into putting this together. And then I added a little bit of this, you know, leafy twine in here. I might add some more on the other side too. I want to figure out, like, I definitely wanted to put, oh, let's do the other butterfly. I definitely, this is never going to close. I definitely wanted to make sure I put butterflies on the door. I don't know if that attracts attention to it or not, but I thought it would be like a cool way to have a little opener on there, as well as like a little camouflage element on the door. There we go. Just try to get that right there on the middle. And then just bend it back up. Then I can add that one to the door. I put that huge knot right in the spine. Part of me was like, well, could I, you know, take apart the binding and rebind it? But I can't because of the way the pages are. So I'm just going to have this like super fat journal, I think, that's like the feel and all of it. If you guys want to do this again in July, maybe we'll do like a hidden spine journal for that one so that we can have like some chunky room like for the Winter Wonder journals. Those were much thicker, or had the option to be much thicker. It's up to you whether or not you wanted to make how thick you wanted to make it. So we could do that again for July if we want to do this again in July. Okay, so this is going to go on here. Like that. Okay, and then I have this one, this big one, which I probably should put here because it's closer to the outside of the spread, and I don't think my spine can take much more stress. I'm gonna have to come up with a less 3D plan for tomorrow. Although this could double for tomorrow because tomorrow is trim, but I feel like trim is a really good excuse to use a bunch of washi tape on something, so hopefully we'll be able to put something together with that. Okay, there's that. And I want to add, I'm going to add some of the leafy twine to this too. I definitely want to go on this side with it, this one. And then we'll see if we want to put it anywhere else. I'm not sure if I want to go all the way around or not yet. I'm just going to put in a bunch of this. Oops. At that awkward glue changing stage. Alright, so let's tuck this up in here. I want that to seem like it's kind of like part of the other stuff. Maybe I'll go across the bottom to this one too. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And then I'm going to take a quick look at my other flower options. I mostly only have these little ones from Prima over here. But there's some green ones in there and some like light tan ones, which might go well with this color scheme here. Scissors. And I'll just tuck this guy right up into there. And I'll give it a little glue so it stays in there. Okay, I'm pretty excited about how this is coming out right now. It's a little crazy, but I think it's going to look really neat. It definitely is going to be a surprise when you're leafing through the journal and then you come upon this. I'll put this guy right into here. Whoops. Go ahead. There you go, buddy. Okay, so I have some of these little guys right here that I pulled out just in case I wasn't sure if I was going to want like any contrasting flowers or not, or just, I'm not sure if that takes away from it or makes it look, it might make it look weird. Yeah. I don't want it to look like gaudy. I just want it to look like peaceful and pretty. I think we'll add some more of these purple guys in. Oops, and put this here. Oh, I love these little purple flowers. They're so pretty. Okay. Too bad I don't have some white ones. Those might go in here good as well. I think we should put some of the twine over here too. Where's my end here? I'm going to add another flower, I think, right there as well. Just so that it, because that flower, I kind of squished it a little. And this can just go right in there. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to do some quick, finish this up really quickly, and then I'll be back to talk to you guys at the end. Okay, I think that we're pretty much about done here. I did add a little bit of shimmer to the butterfly wings with this. This is like a Nuvo shimmer pen. And it just like adds a very light shimmer to it. I don't know if you can even see it on the camera. I can see it here, but I don't know. I just love adding it to stuff. So I love adding it to like celestial things like moons and stuff. It just gives a nice little extra touch. Okay, so I added in a couple of extra dried flowers into this. I'll come back over and go over these with probably some microglaze just to you know, preserve them, because this one's fragile. This one's glued down pretty well. You can hardly see it. They just kind of blend into the background a little bit, which I kind of like. So I did that on both sides. I added this leaf here and then another flower down there. Same with the shimmer pen. And yeah, and so this is my spread for Hidden, which is day 9 of Junk Journal January. Here we go. There's my hidden flower and my secret page here. I was trying to figure out how to get a magnet in here just to hold these closed, but I didn't want to add any bulk or, you know, anything to the inside. So maybe I could have hidden them behind the butterflies. That's a thought. I'll have to think about that. But for now, though, I'm pretty happy with it. The doors pretty much stay closed, so, you know, you can't really tell that they're a hidden door. I think the biggest problem I'm going to have is how fat my page is now. So, but I don't mind if it's fat as long as I like it. So, I hope you guys found some inspiration in this video today, and I am very thankful that you decided to spend a little time crafting with me. Tomorrow is day 10. Did I say it was day 9? I hope I did. Tomorrow's day 10. Oh no, I forgot my 9s. We're just gonna do a quick little, yikes, this is gonna be real hard to add onto the edge of the page, isn't it? Okay. All right, quick little addendum to the video while I figure out how to get this 9 in here. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Add this to the edge of the page. If I can, I think maybe I'll put it under the ribbon and see if that like makes a difference here. All right, so let's get day 9 here. I need a space that's like big enough to hold it. Is this the first one this is the first one I'm gonna have to cut, I think. Here we go. It's gonna cover up my flower. Can I open my door? Not quite. See if I can get it just a little bit closer here. I'll have to do something about my flower on that one. Okay, yeah, that'll work. Hopefully this looks like it's peeking out of the foliage here on the side. I'm going to try to put that as far over as I can. Get that in here. I'm sad that I'm having to cover my flower up, but oh well. I should have thought about where I wanted to put my 9, huh? Okay, so that's peeking out, and my door's still open, so yay for that. And then let's get this side one on. Surprisingly, the stapler has not been out yet before. Let's see if I can get a right here. I need to be able to get this on the actual page. There we go. A little bit more, a little bit more. Got the 9 in there. Hopefully this is in the right spot. I've been getting a little bit more cramped together as I get down the page. Oops. That looks good. It's gonna go right into my other 9 here. All right, here's the test of the stapler and see if it goes through all the layers. No problem. All right, perfect. All right, number 9. Okay, so, oh, whoops. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you would like it and you would hit the subscribe button as well. And I will be back tomorrow with another video for trim. See you then.